Okay, let's take a look at one of the newspapers from Ogden Newspapers. They're a fairly substantial company, lots of different media properties, 40 different daily newspapers, a lot of magazines, weeklies, and shoppers in 12 different states. This is their homepage, Ogden Newspapers Incorporated. They're located, headquartered down there in Wheeling, West Virginia. And let's click on one of their one of their weekly websites. So we'll click on to newspapers here. Let's pick Florida, and we'll see that they have a good collection, a nice selection of newspapers in Florida. What we'll do, since I'm a big fan of Sanibel Captiva, we'll click on their Islander weekly newspaper.
This summer, you can't control the temperature outside, but you can control the air quality inside your home with a new energy-efficient Rheem air conditioner from Warnke Heating and Cooling. Now
here we are on the home page.
From Warnke, a Rheem team top contractor, as you can save as much.
Now that loses points big time. Nothing is worse than landing on a home page of a news website and the commercial starts to run. They actually have their video on auto on for volume, when in reality it could play and then encourage somebody to turn the volume on. But I want to give a huge negative rating to Ogden, whoever's running the CaptivaSanibel.com site, for thinking it's a good idea to have this video automatically run with the volume up as somebody lands on this page. You do not want to have that happen. Somebody could actually be looking at the site while they're at work. Somebody could be surprised by it. Playing audio full volume when somebody lands is a big no-no. So they get a huge negative in my book right off the bat. And of course, if we let's refresh this and let's see if it continues to happen as we bang around the site.
This summer, you can't control the temperature out.
Yes, it does. Let's say we want to go bouncing around the site, and we're going to click on lifestyles, right? And then we work our way back, let's say, for example. Will we see it and hear it once again? I bet we do. Let it load up here.
This summer, you can't control the temperature.
It will be the most annoying page view killing piece of functionality known to man. Guaranteed. So we give them a D- right off the bat for having an auto volume up video player on the home page. Let's let this thing load here. It's getting kind of slow, but while it loads, why don't we give it a quick refresh again? Why don't we stop it and then refresh it? Okay, here we go.
This summer you can't
there we
control
go.
the temperature.
That's beautiful. So let's go from top to bottom. Let's see how we can make this website better. CaptivaSanibel.com. Love, love, love these islands right off of Fort Myers. I was there just a few months ago. So right off the bat, if you go to the very top of the page, you can see that they have a, well, first off, they have a strong brand in the market, but you would assume they should be able to sell the premium ad units on their home page. They actually use ad choices up top here. They're running, basically it's a Google AdSense. Right off the bat, that tells me that whoever's in charge of advertising looks really bad. How can you not sell these premium units? As we move down a little bit, we can see that it's just cluttered. I'm not quite sure what this little block is. Looks like they're just trying to fill space here. A search bar, something that they probably don't monetize here. Don't know about the monetization here. The kayak ad, different hotel deals. Once again, that is a Google AdSense or a pay-per-click or a pay-per-performance deal. There is no examples of them making money, even with one large advertiser, meaning the home page. Now scroll down even more. But boy, they got the polls in here. We're going to ask people about the 4th of July and how you'll be celebrating, even though it was almost 2 weeks ago. Okay, because right now we are producing this and we are doing this live webinar on Wednesday, July 18th at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, and the headline. Let's take a look back up on the top again. What is the local headline? In a newspaper, there's always a headline, the big story, the big picture, the big lead. Fireworks celebration, a booming success. Maybe that's the headline. Let's scroll down here some more. Take a look at some other stuff here. And there's more ad choices. These are all pay-per-click deals. Literally, these folks, Sanibel Family Hotels, they would probably consider buying a display ad or some type of sponsorship on the site, but they go through a third party and they sneak onto the front page of this site. Now let's say I have some money and I want to spend money. I want to buy a big giant banner ad. I want to buy this top leaderboard, this 728 by 90 up here. I wonder if I could do that. Let me see. What do I click? I have some money burning a hole in my pocket. I want to buy it. Where do I click to contact somebody? Go across the top navigation here. Business, opinion, lifestyles, ads, services. Let's try ads. Let's see what happens here. Ads and extras. Print ads. Well, it looks like one of those things that shows you a replica of the ad from the newspaper, and it's taking forever to load. That's not a good thing. So I'm going to bail on that, much like an advertiser would bail on that. And there you go. Web page not available. How empowering. Makes me feel good that the newspaper folks here are going to take my money and spend every dollar wisely. Let's try services. Maybe it's there, right? Bingo, it's there under services, a generic term that really doesn't identify what's behind that link. Staff contacts, how to advertise, contact staff members, basic information. I want to spend money. How to advertise. I got to advertise now. There you go. Just a bunch of text. If you're interested in bringing your business to the attention of the residents of Sanibel and Captiva, consider the Islander. Let me read that again. If you're interested in bringing your business to the attention of the residents of Sanibel and Captiva, do you think that helps that local business or that regional advertiser feel good about giving you money when you obviously are not looking at grammar and typos? How do you do that? How do you have your online media kit look and sound that bad? No links. How about click here to contact us? Click here to send an email address. It's almost as if the folks down there at CaptivaSanibel.com, they want to convince the entire islands that, you know, the internet is something that you do not want to be a part of. That's why a third party, that's why other companies will come in and take the digital money from Captiva and Sanibel Islands. And of course over here, ad choices. And as we scroll down, more ad choices, which is similar to Google AdSense. It's an absolute bad thing. More pay-per-click over here. It's really sad. Not even a premium ad unit being sold to at least one advertiser, even though they should own the space. CaptivaSanibel.com is a great URL, a great domain name. And I do like e-editions where it's the replica of the newspaper, but the word e-edition means nothing to an average person, to a layman. They don't know what an e-edition is. We do, but nobody knows what an e-edition is. How about click here to see the print version of our website or the newspaper? How about being intuitive? No, e-edition sounds cool, but it's stupid and it gets almost no click-throughs according to our research. So when you click on it, it's not as intuitive as it should be. Flipbuilder.com is the tool they're using. Right off the bat, this should be actually larger. It should be executing in a default position that's much larger and fills up the whole page. This makes it easier because you really don't know what to do with this until you start playing around with it and you say, boy, how am I going to read that? Even though, wow, they have the sound of a turning page. I love that. But can you see that we're creating this flipbuilder.com newspaper of the Islander newspaper down there in Captiva Sanibel, and we're trying to take the newspaper and push it online, trying to keep as much newspaper stuff a part of the execution here, when the internet and the newspaper are two entirely different things. There's nothing that tells you, the reader, to make this larger. How could you expand this? They don't know what this is, but I know what it is. We know what it is. Enable full screen. And then it looks great. I guarantee you very few people will figure that out. But once they do open it up, It's beautiful. It's nicely done, although the turning page sound totally sucks. Total pain in the ass. And we don't know how to turn it off unless, of course, you're smart enough to turn off the sound down here. But I think more people will enjoy seeing the actual print version, because the print version is very, very good. That's if you're lucky enough to get to this point. So, there we go. The Islander from Ogden Newspapers. CaptivaSanibel.com, the website, the digital side of their weekly down there on the beautiful islands of Captiva and Sanibel. I would give this effort a D-. A D-.